Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Robyn gives Kody props for tolerating the flaws of his first 3 wives. Robyn Brown is not on the list of imperfect people. Robyn Brown, star of Sister Wives, has consistently stated that her relationships with her sister wives are just as important to her as her relationships with Kody Brown. Fans of the show are circulating a clip of the 4th wife praising Kody's tolerance level now that Robyn is Kody's last remaining wife. Robyn appears to exclude herself from the list of evidence she provides to demonstrate Kody's feelings regarding the women he married. His youngest wife claims that, despite things like weight gain, she has observed Kody as a loving husband. Despite flaws, Kody Brown was sweet. Despite the fact that many viewers of the TLC show believe otherwise, Robyn Brown asserts that the patriarch of Sister Wives loved his wives through thick and thin. Robyn saw all the flaws in his love for the 3 women who left, but it was still strong. Robyn stated that despite the women's weight gain, Kody Brown continued to act romantically toward his 3 wives. She was also insistent that, despite any stretch marks, he did sweet things for each of his wives, who are now his exes. He also focused on Christine Brown, Mary Brown, and Janelle Brown while ignoring these other things. Robyn asserts that Kody ignored his body image. According to Robyn Brown, Kody Brown dated his wives despite their weight gain, stretch marks, and financial problems. She appeared to laud Kody's capacity to tolerate these behaviors in his wives. The clip of her saying this in a confessional that was recently shared on social media was a huge hit with Sister Wives fans. Robyn Brown appeared unaware of how this sounded. She is alleged to have fat-shamed other wives by her fans. Robyn's ode to Kody, according to fans, did nothing to make him a better husband. Additionally, they suggested that Robyn had a distorted perspective. As a result, the one remaining wife of Kody Brown adores her husband's ability to romance a wife who is gaining weight, developing stretch marks, or struggling financially. After seeing this clip of Robyn Brown saying this, many Sister Wives fans commented that she and Kody Brown are well suited for each other. Robyn Brown's comments focused heavily on Kody's so-called ability to love despite his wife's weight gain, stretch marks, and financial troubles. This language didn't sit well with many fans. Rather than framing Mary, Janelle, and Christine as strong women who brought unique value to the marriage, Robyn seemingly reduced them to a list of flaws that Kody, in his boundless patience, managed to endure. To paraphrase her sentiment, isn't it wonderful how Kody still showed love to women who didn't maintain perfect bodies and had money problems? Fans were quick to note the implication that these issues somehow made the first 3 wives less deserving of love or harder to love. It was seen as tone-deaf, especially considering that Kody's behavior in later seasons, from body shaming to emotional neglect, told a very different story. Robyn Brown, the exception to her own rule. Perhaps the most revealing part of Robyn's commentary was what she didn't say. While she made a point of listing the imperfections of the other wives, she left herself completely out of that discussion. Robyn never mentioned if she, too, faced weight gain, financial difficulty, or the typical physical changes many women experience after childbirth. Instead, she positioned herself as an outside observer, someone who witnessed Kody's benevolence toward the other women but wasn't subject to it herself. This omission has led fans to believe that Robyn views herself differently, as the ideal wife who doesn't burden Kody with flaws. Whether consciously or not, Robyn seems to be separating herself from Mary, Janelle, and Christine in a way that reinforces her status as the favored wife. Kody's past actions don't align with Robyn's praise. One of the biggest criticisms following Robyn's confessional is the blatant contradiction between her narrative and the footage we've all seen over the years. Kody Brown has not always been sweet and romantic to the women she mentioned. In fact, one could argue the opposite. Christine Brown left largely due to Kody's emotional neglect. He admitted that he wasn't attracted to her anymore and refused intimacy for years. Janelle Brown grew tired of being treated like a business partner rather than a wife, and she was vocal about Kody's refusal to reconcile. Mary Brown faced rejection from Kody for years. He publicly declared their relationship dead, stating he didn't consider himself married to her at all. So, when Robyn praises Kody for loving these women despite their imperfections, fans find it laughable. His words and actions on the show often painted him as critical, distant, and dismissive. This disparity between what Robyn claims and what viewers have witnessed themselves raises the question, is Robyn deluded, manipulative, or just out of touch? Fans react, Robyn is fat-shaming and delusional. The fan backlash to Robyn's clip was immediate and intense. Social media lit up with posts slamming her for what many saw as passive-aggressive commentary. She called gaining weight an imperfection? Wow. This is exactly why the other wives left. Robyn thinks she's above them. Kody and Robyn deserve each other. Neither of them realizes how awful they sound. Many pointed out that by referring to stretch marks and financial struggles as things Kody tolerated, Robyn wasn't actually complimenting him, she was insulting the other wives. And in doing so, she also unknowingly highlighted the transactional and conditional nature of Kody's love. Is Robyn still competing with the ghosts of wives past? One reason Robyn may have framed her statement this way is that she's still in competition with the other wives, even though they've left. Robyn has long been accused of seeking to be the center of Kody's world. Now that she is the only wife remaining, one would think her need to compete would be over. But this clip proves otherwise. She still references the other wives and subtly positions herself as superior. By talking about their physical and financial flaws and conveniently omitting any of her own, Robyn paints herself as the flawless, devoted, and dutiful wife who Kody chose in the end. To her, this might be proof that she won, that she deserved Kody's full attention. But to fans, it reeks of insecurity and ego. The irony, Kody Brown's tolerance didn't prevent divorce. Robyn's central argument, that Kody was a great husband for sticking with women who weren't perfect, falls flat because all three of those women left him. If he truly was the kind, romantic, patient partner she describes, why did Christine, Janelle, and Mary choose independence over his sweetness? Robyn's attempt to rewrite Kody's narrative also fails because it ignores the reason each wife walked away. The issue wasn't that Kody couldn't tolerate their imperfections. The issue was that he stopped investing emotionally in their marriages. He stopped showing up, not because of stretch marks or bank accounts, but because of emotional detachment, lack of respect, and overt favoritism toward Robyn herself. Robyn's words reveal her worldview: love is conditional. Perhaps the most troubling thing about Robyn's statement is what it reveals about how she views love. By praising Kody for overlooking flaws, she inadvertently implies that those flaws are worthy of judgment, or that they make someone less lovable. This transactional view of love, where devotion is given only if certain physical and financial standards are met, runs counter to what plural marriage was supposed to represent. At its core, the Brown family always claimed that polygamy was about spiritual growth, not aesthetics. But Robyn's words make it sound like Kody was doing the women a favor by loving them despite being human. Kody Brown, the real winner of Robyn's speech. If there's one person who benefits from Robyn's perspective, it's Kody himself. Her praise allows him to appear compassionate, forgiving, and romantic, even though his on-screen behavior often showed the opposite. With Robyn acting as his personal PR team, he doesn't have to reflect or apologize. Instead, he gets to sit back while his only remaining wife paints a flattering portrait of him. But the audience isn't buying it. Fans have long seen through the cracks in Kody and Robyn's relationship. Her continued defense of him, no matter how tone-deaf or insulting, only reinforces the idea that they live in an echo chamber, propped up by denial and self-righteousness. Conclusion: Robyn's comments were telling, and not in a good way. What began as an attempt to honor her husband's loyalty turned into yet another example of why Robyn Brown is one of the most polarizing figures on Sister Wives. Her statement about Kody tolerating imperfections like weight gain, stretch marks, and financial struggles completely missed the mark. Rather than lifting Kody up, it dragged the other wives down, and in the process, revealed Robyn's own flawed perception of love, loyalty, and partnership. As the only wife left, Robyn had a chance to reframe her image and possibly earn back some goodwill. But by choosing to exalt Kody while subtly putting down the women who once shared his life, she only deepened the divide between herself and Sister Wives fans. In the end, the clip doesn't make Kody look tolerant, it makes him look conditional. And it doesn't make Robyn look loving, it makes her look smug. Whether or not they realize it, Robyn and Kody are rewriting history in a way that validates their own choices. But for viewers who watched the unraveling of the Brown family in real time, no amount of spin can erase the truth. The viral clip that resurfaced on social media features Robyn speaking directly to the sister wives' camera crew during a confessional segment. In it, she appears to be trying to defend Kody Brown against the ongoing backlash regarding his treatment of his former wives. But rather than highlighting examples of Kody's emotional generosity or thoughtful behavior, Robyn's praise takes a different angle. She says something to the effect of, "I saw Kody be romantic, sweet, and loving to the other wives, even when they gained weight or had stretch marks or financial issues." The immediate response from fans was shock, followed by intense criticism. Social media platforms lit up with accusations of body shaming, backhanded compliments, and selective memory. To many, Robyn didn't sound supportive, she sounded smug. And most notably, fans pointed out what she didn't say, anything about her own flaws. Robyn's praise, a backhanded compliment? To fully understand the fallout from Robyn's comments, we have to dissect the nature of the praise she gave to Kody Brown. On the surface, it might seem like she was trying to defend his past as a polygamous husband by suggesting he loved his wives despite challenges in their appearances or life circumstances. But when viewed through a critical lens, this kind of statement suggests that things like weight gain or stretch marks are traits that require tolerance. The implication? That the wives weren't lovable as they were, Kody simply chose to overlook their flaws. Here's where it gets even more troubling. Robyn, intentionally or not, paints a portrait of herself as the exception. She never includes herself in the list of wives who struggled with body image issues or financial woes. The underlying message many fans took away was that Robyn sees herself as superior, unmarred by the imperfections she attributes to Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Why the fans are furious, Robyn's history of tone-deaf comments. This isn't the first time Robyn Brown has made statements that seem to subtly elevate herself above her sister wives. Over the course of Sister Wives' 19 seasons, there's been a recurring theme of Robyn placing herself as the more righteous, obedient, and deserving wife, at least in the eyes of many fans. She often refers to her deep emotional bond with Kody as special or divinely inspired, which viewers have taken as a not-so-subtle way of suggesting the other wives' relationships with him were somehow lesser. She has repeatedly mentioned that she followed the rules of polygamy while implying the other women did not. So, when Robyn says Kody was sweet even though they gained weight, fans weren't surprised. But they were outraged. It felt, to many, like another tone-deaf comment meant to suggest she had earned Kody's devotion in a way the others hadn't. The subtle erasure of her own shortcomings. Another key point in this unfolding drama is Robyn's apparent refusal to acknowledge her own imperfections. While she rattles off a list of struggles that her sister wives faced, physical, emotional, financial, she omits any mention of herself being flawed or imperfect. That's striking, given that Robyn brought plenty of baggage into the Brown family. Let's not forget. Robyn joined the family with 3 children from a previous marriage. She accumulated significant debt before joining the Browns, and the family took it on. Kody legally divorced Mary to adopt Robyn's kids, a move that devastated Mary and sparked years of bitterness. Robyn has repeatedly been accused of monopolizing Kody's time and attention. Why didn't she mention any of that in her list of imperfections Kody supposedly tolerated? Fans believe it's because Robyn doesn't see her flaws as flaws. Or worse, she thinks Kody's sacrifices for her were justified, while his efforts for his other wives were burdens. Christine, Janelle and Mary, the real cost of being tolerated. One of the most painful aspects of Robyn's commentary is how it minimizes the lived experiences of Christine, Janelle, and Mary. These women were not passive recipients of Kody's tolerance, they were active participants in building the Brown family for decades. Christine bore and raised 6 children. Janelle helped manage the family's finances and became a major pillar of logistical support. Mary was Kody's first wife and helped set the foundation for the family's plural marriage structure. Yet, when Robyn talks about them, the focus isn't on their strength, intelligence, or emotional labor. It's on their physical imperfections. Robyn's description reduces their worth to what they looked like and how much money they had, and she implies that Kody loving them through those deficits was some act of divine mercy. A distorted view of love and loyalty. Perhaps the most troubling part of Robyn's comments is what they reveal about her concept of love. She seems to see love not as unconditional, but as something her